All right, good evening. We'll call the meeting to order. It is 5 p.m. We're going to immediately go into closed session is our plan. And then we will be back at 6 o'clock for the regular open meeting. So this time it looks like we have everyone here. Miss Burns has called in. She's at another engagement today. So we appreciate her being here. And we'll call the meeting to order. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
All right, Mr. Spivey has made a motion. Do we have a second?
I second.
Mr. Reeves has made a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, and that is unanimous. Next item is closed session. And Mr. McPherson, would you read the closed session? And we're also going to have one at the end of this meeting today. So I guess we can go in,
Recess.
recess, then come back. So this motion will cover both, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Well,
The one for the end of the day is personnel, by the way,
okay.
if that matters for your motion.
It does not. The proposed motion is I move that the board enter into closed session subject to the advice from the attorney pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A1 and A6 to prevent the disclosure of confidential personnel information under General Statute 115C319 to consider matters related to personnel matters. The board will also enter closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318.11A3 to consult with the board's attorney in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege, to consider confidential student matters as required or provided under North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A1 and the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act 20 U.S.C. 123G and North Carolina General Statute 115C 402, and to consider or give instructions to the board's attorney concerning JG versus Pender County BOE and LD versus Pender County BOE. That's the proposed motion, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Mr. McPherson has stated the motion. Would someone like to make that motion?
I'll make the motion.
All right. Mr. Spivey has made the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. We have a second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right. That's unanimous. So we are now in closed session. All right, we'll call the meeting back to order. And first item, do we have a motion to approve the HR report from closed session?
I make the motion.
Mr. Spivey has made a motion. Do we have a second?
I make a second.
Mr. Reeves has made a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 That is unanimous. Thank you.
Are you ready?
We have a presentation from the building, the new building. So we need to amend the agenda.
Oh, okay.
And also, we're going to need to recess our closed session.
Okay. I make a
Yes.
motion to recess closed session and return to closed session after item 14.
All right, Ms. Hanson has made a motion. We have a second.
I second.
Mr. Spivey has made a second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, that's unanimous. Now, as far as the agenda, we would need to make an amendment for Bordeaux Construction to present, probably under information, so I guess item 10.2 that would become. Would someone like that to happen?
10.2. I'll make a motion to add item 10.2, is that correct,
Yep.
to the agenda?
All right, Ms. Hanson has made a motion to amend the agenda to add item 10.2, presentation by Bordeaux Construction. Do we have a second?
I second.
Mr. Reeves made a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 That is unanimous. Thank you. All right, that takes care of closed session. Would everyone please stand? Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. And we've also got the national anthem. Mr. Spivey, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you. All right, is Mr. Akins here?
Right here.
Oh, right in front of me, I'm sorry. Would you give our invocation, please?
Vice Chair, board members, Dr. Breedlove, Cabinet, welcome guest. Fall has fallen. Just be here before you know it. If you would, let's bow as we open up in prayer. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day. We just thank you so much for this opportunity that we have to be able to, again, assemble here to attend to the business of this county. And Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for the time and the effort that's put behind the scenes, Lord, the countless hours and the effort to make this place the best place it can be. We thank you so much for every person that makes these impactful decisions. We pray for blessings over their family, over their health, over their life. Lord, and we just pray for our safety. We just pray, Lord, as we're closing in on a quarter of the year being finished and behind us, we've still got a great opportunity for 3 more quarters to just succeed in such a great way. But Lord, we just pray for your presence over this meeting. We just pray that you'll be with all the presenters. We pray will you be with all the decisions and the votes that are cast. We thank you, love you, and we praise you. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen.
All right, Mr. Akins, thank you. So the public knows Mr. Akins is the assistant principal at Pender High School
And the athletic director.
and the athletic director. That's right. And he is gracious enough to come do this prayer for us at nearly every meeting. So we appreciate that. Thank you. All right, recognitions.
Yes, sir. We have just one recognition tonight. I could have Summer Mills come up. Ms. Mills is the Assistant Director of the Exceptional Children's Program for Pender County Schools. And she has a group of ladies that were recognized by their peers, but we thought recognize them publicly.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Board. Good evening. We would like to take a few moments to recognize and congratulate a few of our exceptional children's educators on being recognized as extraordinary leaders in special education. This honor reflects not only their expertise, but also their unwavering commitment to students, families, and colleagues. They lead with compassion, collaboration, and innovation, always striving to ensure that every student has access to meaningful learning opportunities to succeed. Their peers and administrators see them as a model of excellence, someone who inspires others, strengthens teams, and brings out the best in everyone. These educators make a difference each and every day and exemplify what it means to lead with both heart and purpose. And this evening, we would like to recognize them if possible. Thank you. First, I'd like to ask Ms. Andrea Gingrich from Burgall Middle School. Oops, I may have these out of order. Next, Ms. Marlene Barrett from Rocky Point Elementary School. Ms. Sarah Thomas from Cape Fear Middle School. Ms. Kelly Gray from Rocky Point Elementary School. And Ms. Anne Marie Wood from Surf City Elementary School. In addition to being recognized, Ms. Anne Marie Wood will be recognized as the Pender County Schools Exceptional Children's Educator of Excellence at our November conference through the state conference this year as well. So we thank each and every one of them for what they do each and every day. Our families and students, thank you as well. I think that we couldn't do it without you guys, and we appreciate all you do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What's that? All the board members with me. I'll share. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome, thank you. And that's our things recognitions.
All right. That brings us to public comment time, and it's my understanding you have no sign-ups and no call-ins, right? All right. All right, Dr. Breedlove, report from the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Board, well, here we are in October, and I just wanted to kind of mention a few things. October, like, as we all know, if you've ever watched Sunday football and all that, it is it's a month in which we do recognize cancer awareness across all spectrums of cancer. Originally, it started with breast cancer, but now it does encapsulate all forms of cancer. I also want to recognize that we are, as a school system, working on a 1,000,000 minutes of reading program. And our instructional division has come up with this contest and a goal for Pender County Schools to read 1,000,000 minutes. And so you can read anytime, anywhere out of school, and our students are in it. Mr. Bates, Dominique Bates, was showing me today about his daughter and how many minutes that she has read, and she's calculating this. And she goes to school, and they compare one another, who's read the most minutes. And so it's a really great activity that we're doing as a school system, and we should be putting our efforts around reading and trying to support our students with that. Keeping track of your minutes and contributing to the school and the district minutes as a whole, and we're calculating that. We're trying to get to 1,000,000 minutes. So every minute matters. As together we will meet the goal, and we firmly believe that. And I do want to thank Dr. Sawyer and her team for putting this together on behalf of Pender County Schools. Also, when we talk about the month of October, this is our national, this week is our National School Lunch Week. And what we're trying to do with that is encourage students to eat in our cafeterias. Aramark has done a phenomenal job, and so this week, all students get free breakfast and lunch as promotional to our school cafeterias. And so we are excited about that and seeing an uptick in students eating school lunch. So that's always a great thing. This also, the month of October is the National Month of Awareness for things like mental health. Last week was mental health. This week we're making Special Needs Awareness Week out there. Next week we have our anti-bullying awareness, and then the following week of October is our Red Ribbon Week. It's the national effort to basically support our students' understanding about the destructive nature of drugs and drug abuse and the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Lastly, when we talk about October, I want to bring attention to it's National Principals Month, and we had several principals here tonight recognizing their teachers. Highlighting this month, the amazing principals that we have across our system. If you've looked on our website, you've seen that we have posted highlights and videos of our principals talking about why they do the jobs that they do, and just amazing work. We want to thank Mr. Frank Bonner for putting that together and working with our principals across the board. And just want to formally recognize our principals for all that they do, not just in their schools, but for our community as well. And if you would join me in a round of applause for our principals, it would mean a lot. Thank you, principals, for all you do. Upcoming events, October 18th, all day long on Saturday. That's the Saturday is the annual Pirate Classic at Topsail High School in their stadium. The way that this works is in the morning, we start off with our 1A schools, and it works all the way up to the larger schools. At the end of the day, Topsail High School will perform at 7:35 p.m. Let me back up. At noon, Heidi Trask High School will be on the field, and looking forward to that. At 8:30 is awards. I've already committed Kevin Taylor, who's our assistant superintendent, to give out those awards. And if you've ever been at this contest, you know that whoever gives out the award has to salute, and some of the salutes that the bands do, and Mr. Taylor, I'm sure, will represent Pender County Schools well with those salutes, so he's got to work on that. I told him to YouTube it. Also, on October the 28th, we do have a committee of the whole, and then our next board meeting is on November the 18th. This replaces the November 11th, just because we have Veterans Day that day, and so that is a holiday that we will not be in session. So November 18th is the next board meeting. Board members, that concludes superintendent's report. Thank you all very much.
Yes, sir.
All right, under information, first item, Dr. Grimm, says renovation extension agreement. Do you have anything to tell us on it?
That is, I'm sorry. Yes, good evening, Board. This, I think you've seen before in the past. This is the Renovation Church just extending their agreement with us to be able to use the Topsail High School until they get their church built. So that's all I have.
Is that, we voted on that in the past. Can someone tell me why it's not a voting item?
I think because it is currently approved, I have no idea why it's not a voting item. This is a 6-month extension of an existing facilities agreement. So I don't,
Do we need to vote on something like that to make it legal?
I think I think it's an extension of an existing agreement. It's also under the typical dollar value. But if the board chooses, if you want to vote on it, you certainly could. I don't see any.
I mean, I'm
harm.
fine with them. I just don't want to have to come back later and
I don't,
we didn't vote on something
Yeah.
legally.
I think it's a point of information. I think the superintendent could approve it.
Okay, fine then. Enough. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Dr. Grimm. Next item we added, Bordeaux Construction. Yeah, this is 10.2. Why was this not on the agenda? Did y'all not know that you needed to see us, or did we slip, or?
I don't know who normally puts these on the agenda.
Okay. Well, just, make sure if you do want to come see us, just tell them in as quick as possible when you can
Yes, sir.
have it, but.
Good evening. Great to see everybody again. As always, I'm sure you're familiar with these presentations by now, but I have added some additional parts to it, which I'll go through, but want to make sure you all feel comfortable to interrupt me at any time if you have any questions or if you want me to go into any further detail or speed up, either way. So I've added the section for a 2-month look ahead in here. So we've been doing these every 2 months, so this way I can kind of paint the picture of where we're going. But as always, I'll go through project status, current schedule, permits, the building information model coordination, and the technology piece to the project. A snapshot of the budget, the 2-month look ahead, and then Q&A. But again, Q&A can be at any time. I always like to keep a few of these aerials in here just to kind of paint the picture through time. So obviously on the left here is before we started. The picture on the right is after we completed the early clearing, so that was in August of last year. And this picture here on the left is when we completed the surcharge, and on the right is when we were removing the surcharge and moving toward first starting building foundations. So that's in March of this year, and the current aerial, which we do send these around by email as well, is 9/19, so we'll get the new ones next week, thereabouts. So this photo is 6 months after starting footings. We have all of the building foundations complete, all the underslab rough ends complete, and all of the building slabs complete. I have a few other drone shots we took that I'll show you after this. So this is flipping it around just so we can kind of mirror the orientation of the plans. So again, here's your school, middle school wing closer to Highway 210, elementary school on the backside. This is the queuing lane, overflowing parking, sports fields, and the parking for buses and sports parking. And so you can kind of see, and again, this is from 3 weeks ago, but you've got sports field parking taking shape, getting ready to starting on curb and all that. This jurisdictional ditch that cuts through the site, we've now been able to clear out. It looks a lot better, which you'll see on your upcoming board visit. And yeah, I mean, the project is going along very well. Here's some drone shots from the end of last week, and they'll zoom in as I click along here, but you've got the middle school entrance here on the left, elementary school on the right. You can kind of see the parking lots I was talking about taking shape here in the back. And all this laydown at a glance may just look like a bunch of stuff, but we'll show you this when you come out here in a few weeks. But we have all this in here is dedicated to mechanical systems, and all of this are prefabricated pipe assemblies, which is really cool stuff. This helping us already to expedite the installation of these overhead rough ends. You can see here that we have masonry started in F wing. So this is the first of our elementary school classroom wings. And here on the middle school side, the steel is nearly complete. We're gonna pour this, which is our first elevated classroom slab. So all four of these classroom wings very similar. These two being two-story middle school wings, these two-story elementary school wings. This is a pretty big deal, pouring this first elevated slab because of the work it creates underneath it. We can start installing mechanical units. Yeah, we already have some in A and B wing, which is our main gymnasium, kitchen, cafeteria, multi-purpose. And there's quite a bit that is going on in here, but these classroom wings, are 2 floor plates. There's a whole lot that goes into them. There's dedicated mechanical systems that go on in here, so these are pretty big milestones.
You're gonna go ahead and pour that one, you said?
Yes, sir. Next Wednesday is what our target to pour this slab. We're starting to erect steel here, and then it'll roll into this wing here. So hopefully, we'll be not too far behind this one with that elevated slab. But we got to get steel in first. So. Yeah, a lot going on out there. And this is just kind of bringing in a little closer, which is a little tricky to see in the light, but I think you all get the idea. We have started setting some of the mechanical units in the mechanical rooms in the A and B wing, which are the ones that have the roof decking on them. We're moving towards starting roofing on those areas next week. I showed you all some pictures in the last presentation of our sample panel, so you can see they're progressing with some of these window surrounds. And what we do is like to test these systems. We don't have the glass or the window in it yet, but we started with the backup wall assembly, and we show how we're waterproofing the openings and installing the insulation, and then moving into brick, using this for, putting on the brick colors, making sure everyone's happy with what we're seeing, even the caulk colors. So we're demonstrating all of this on a very small scale before we really move wholesale into production. Overall status, so all foundations and concrete slabs are complete. Second floor slabs, like I mentioned, are getting ready to start. Off-site sewer design is complete, and we're waiting on final comments from DEQ, which will enable us to engage Pender County Utilities with the pricing and hopefully get moving on that work. TIA's been approved. We're waiting on DOT for their final comments on the design, and hoping that's going to come really soon. We have advertised for subcontractor pre-qualification because that is a dedicated project. So we don't know who the subs are going to be. They're going to have to open bid that, because obviously DOT is going to want to see competitive pricing because they pay for everything outside of that right away. So moving toward getting going on that. We're at 137,000 man hours as of yesterday, I believe it is. We have our 150,000 safe working hours kind of luncheon coming up in mid-November, which happens to be the same day you all are coming, so free food. Good for you. Yeah, very happy with that, of course. A big milestone, running over 1,000 work hours a day at this point. Obviously a long way to go, but going very well so far. Moving into roofing here on the A and B wings, so those are the two, right, the entryway, gym, kitchen, multi-purpose, those two center wings, which we always wanted to start from the beginning, because on the back side of that is the main utility yards. You've got, all your water, sewer, emergency generator, main chillers, transformers are all back in that yard. So there's a whole lot of mechanical work that has to take place going into the kitchen. Some of the main boiler rooms are all in those wings, which is why we wanted to start them first. So getting ready to move into having all that under roof, which is exciting. Permit status, I kind of went over these. The last two outstanding items are the final sewer permit, which we're waiting DEQ review, and really the go-ahead from DOT to get going work outside the project site. The building information modeling, so we've done all underground coordination, all overhead coordination except Area H, and we're halfway through that. I was talking to our BIM manager today, and he thinks next week we could wrap up with all the building information modeling. We performed an initial fly-through of the model in the beginning of August, so we're getting very close to being able to schedule the follow-up where we'd be able to show all mechanical rooms as a primary focus, because those are the most involved, but we'll be able to fly through the whole school, and if any of you are interested, you're welcome to join. So yeah, getting very close. These are a couple snapshots from Oculo, which we've talked about. So again, this on the right is from the Revit, starts with the Revit model, which is what the design team designs in 3D. We take that model and then we model all the systems in it. So all the dimensions here are exactly the same as what we're building here. So this is looking from the second floor between area E, which we're getting ready to pour the second floor slab on next week, and the cafeteria. This is looking out there. This is what it will look like as we're building from this model. Same thing, this is looking into the, this is looking down G classroom wing where we're starting masonry, which I believe I showed you from that drone shot. And it's actually looking in a kind of classroom area here. And then same thing, this is the elementary school media center. So an actual, snapshot from where we are on site to everything that will be coordinated from these light fixtures, where the duct is and all that. So really neat stuff. Snapshot on budget. So GMP is $130 million, just over that. I know that some work has been done on the playground equipment, though I don't know that a vendor has been selected, but I do know that the pricing came in under what was budgeted in the soft cost. Not sure exactly where we are on FFE, but I know we're looking at getting that conversation moving. Sports field lighting is underway. I believe we're getting close to crediting what part of this allowance will go to pay Musco for that purchase under state contract for the lights, and there is money left over in this allowance, which is great. Some of it did, of course, go to fund the electrical infrastructure for that lighting. Off-site sewer contract, everything we're seeing is that we're going to be below this budget, just waiting on those DEQ comments, and we'll be able to reconcile that allowance. And then, of course, roadway, that budget lives outside of the contract and will ultimately be reimbursed. To date, design build contingency, we have spent 1.9% of it, and the owner contingency, we have spent 7.6%, but again, all of the leftover allowances that are going to be credited back will go to owner contingency, so this percentage will come down. So there'll be additional funds left. So in pretty good shape so far, considering where we are. So the 2-month look ahead, this part is new, so we'll have the fire loop, the underground utilities complete. We'll have the parking lots developed with curb and binder for both the bus and sports parking lots. And possibly that off-site sewer work that cuts through the woods off towards 17 started, hopefully. Areas A and B will have the roof on them. Areas A, B, C, D, and E will have exterior sheathing installed. I don't know if you could see in those drone shots, but we have started exterior framing. Second floor slabs will be placed in B, C, D, E, and F. Second floor masonry will be completed in C, D, and E. We're starting on the roofs, the high-low roofs between the building wings. We'll get those in first prior to putting the roof on, so we're not working off the finished roof. Structural steel erection complete on all first floor wings, and the second floor steel, so this would be, once we pour the second floor slab, the masonry goes up, and then what bears on that second floor masonry is what I'm talking about here, will be completed in most wings. G and H classroom wings should be the ones that, the only ones that are left, and that's on the elementary side. We'll have brick going, and we'll even have paint started in mechanical electrical areas. We like to get those painted prior to doing all the exposed rough ends that happen in there. That's all I got. Hopefully that was enough. Any questions? Anything different you would like to see next time, or?
I think it looked pretty good.
I'm ready to come out and see it.
Thank you. Well, I think what's about a month, 3-4 weeks, we'll look forward to seeing you all.
How much does the weather impact what you all are doing now compared to earlier stages in there?
Well, it depends, I guess, how early, but I can tell you that we have been very fortunate with, we wound up bringing in a lot of screenings to build this surcharge. And so, a lot of this is crushed stone, and that's what we're working off of. And so it is hard packed. Even when it gets wet, it really doesn't affect us. So obviously, if you're up there, the steel erectors are up there welding, and it starts raining, probably not the best idea. But now that we're getting areas, even though that we don't have the roof on them, and we have overhead rough ends going on, we can work through the rain. And especially now with A and B wings getting the roof on, then we'll have more storage and ability to push that farther along. So
Thanks.
it definitely, diminishes the time lost as we get moving. And that's a great thing too about once you pour those second floor slabs, while the wing beneath it isn't completely waterproof, you're still able to work in the rain doing all this overhead rough end, working in the mechanical rooms. We'll sometimes, if the water is bad enough, because it'll drain to where ultimately roof drainage will go oftentimes, and we'll temporarily pipe it out, so it's not affecting the work areas. So the more second floor slabs we get poured, eventually there's always somewhere you can go to work. So,
Thank you.
yes, sir. I believe MVP, Mr. Joe? I don't know what you need this.
That's all right. Good evening. I'm Joe Murphy with MVP. I'm your senior project manager for your project representation. This is Ron Rose.
I'm the on-site SIM.
Yeah, Ron's on site 2 days a week. We just wanted to come say hi, piggyback on onto this presentation, and give you just a little, snapshot of what we've been doing. Hold on a second.
So while he's doing that, to answer your question about them, the rain, they're very good at working where they can and not letting the rain affect what they can't do. So they're constantly working and moving around. I'm there, I've seen it in person, and they're very well organized, and it's not like some contractors, well, it's raining, we can't do anything. No, they look for areas they can work in.
Right. So 43 years of doing this and over 30 school projects under my belt personally. And I'm about as impressed with this construction team as anybody I've seen so far for this short period of time we've been here. Everything's very well organized, very sharp team, very conscientious, one of the best set up and managed sites that I've seen in a long time. So at this point in the process, we're doing a lot of information gathering, data analysis, looking at everything, digging into the contracts, the change orders, the schedule, all of the submittals and everything that come through, and putting a real eye on quality control for it. So trying to make sure that we get as up to speed as we possibly can here as quickly as we can, and help to resolve any issues that are out there. So
Right.
that's what we've been doing, and in the future, we'll probably have just a page or two snapshot, like a little desktop for you to look at to see the progress from our viewpoint as your owner's rep, which should dovetail right in with what Bordeaux is doing. So that's what we're looking to do, and we've only been on it about 3 weeks now,
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks, but wanted to come say hi and let you know that we're very proud to be here.
Yes.
And very happy to be helping you with this project.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir, I appreciate that.
All right, on the consent agenda, which is items 11.1 through 11:14, oh, I'm sorry, 11:15, so 15 items. Does anybody have any questions or want anything pulled out or anything like that? I've got some major questions on the payout, but too many for tonight. I saw some things on some invoices I didn't like. So I will get with the appropriate people about that tomorrow.
Under which item number? Or interested in?
Some things on some concrete invoices, so 11, whatever it is. A couple of 100 pages worth of stuff here, so. If no one has anything else, we need to have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as a whole item by itself, unless anyone wants to pull anything.
I'll make the motion.
All right, Mr. Spivey has made a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Reeves made a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? All right, that's unanimous. Thank you. And action agenda 12.1. This is Dr. Sawyer.
Good evening, Board. This is the CFCC Pender County Schools College Accelerated Program, our CAP Memorandum of Understanding. We've had this for the last 2 years. We're continuing it with them. Our first cohort of CAP students is currently in their junior year, just started their junior year and started their CFCC courses. The students here that choose the CAP program choose not to go to Pender Early College due to all kinds of reasons. And they are allowed to go into the College Accelerated program to start in 9th grade and then transition similarly as PEC students into CFCC and earn 2 years of college transferable credit and/or associate's degree by the end of their high school career. The big change in the memorandum of understanding was we used to pay 80% of the college liaison. Now we only pay 20% of the college liaison because those students are actually at CFCC now for the first time, our first cohort. We also added a recruitment section because we kind of realized that our liaison does a lot of recruitment for our 9th and 10th grade students, similar to how they recruit for PECs. And we changed some of the academic eligibility, not changed, added academic eligibility language for 9th and 10th grade. It's language that they were using previously, but we just wanted it in the memorandum of understanding as well.
All right, can we have a motion for approval or any questions?
Make a motion to approve?
Do we have a second?
A second.
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
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 And unanimous, thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Grimm, you have the next two items.
Yes, sir. Okay, the first one is the pay app for MVP. We put this on as an action item.
Stop you before you, the question I was talking about a minute ago, I may have been in the wrong place. There's some concrete invoices in here that, some of them have some fees on them for things like conditioned water and environmental fees, and one invoice behind the other. I'm assuming it's per truckload. But conditioned water for $325. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would some need conditioned water and some doesn't?
I don't know that tonight, I'm sorry.
So is that, so this packet is 551 pages long, and I can't very easily scroll up and down while there's stuff going on, so I don't know if that's part of this or part of the consent agenda. Does anybody know?
Consent.
But before you go any further, is everybody okay with $325 conditioned water? Because we just voted to pay for it.
You're talking as far as for him to go on with this right here?
Well, I thought it might go with this. I couldn't tell because of the,
Well, to me, I guess this is an app that you're wanting to explain to.
yeah, no, that's why I had stopped it, but, I mean, it's just, about $100,000 blowed to hell, but just go ahead with this one and we'll go.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is the pay app for MVP, the first one, the gentleman you just met, for their first month's worth of work. So we put this on here not as a consent agenda because we wanted you to see this for the first time. This may move to a consent agenda in the future. So we're just asking for you to approve this.
All right. An app to pay them for their services, right?
Yes, sir.
I think what Vice Chair Hall's, I think he's got a valid point when you look into this water for, 6 figures. But at the same time, I think that would go into, a change order or their job trying to catch this, where these fees are going. So I don't mind getting an app to get them paid. Want to make sure.
We just need to, this is from Crete Solutions.
This is what was it from, sir?
Crete Solutions is who the bill is from. Billed to CNC Industrial with a Whitaker's, North Carolina address and shipped to our new construction location. Not every invoice, I'm just curious, I mean, if there's a reason for it, it's fine. It just seems like fluffery is what,
Can we look into that?
I can look into that, absolutely, and get you guys an answer.
We'll go ahead with the app to get them paid, but we need to communicate with them to make sure that, one, that there's more clarification on this water. I think I'd have an idea, but I don't do concrete, so.
yeah, I
Myself, but that is what you and them are for, sir, and I think we can.
mean, we're
find
gonna
out.
have more from them, I'm sure, so we can talk about it at the next meeting or something. I just.
And I'll
I
be
don't
happy
know,
to
see
answer
things
that
like
at the next
enrages
meeting.
me, but-
Sure.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying then about the,
Yeah, I don't disagree with you,
Okay.
but, so we need to vote on the app, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Vice Chair?
any more about it? Any more
No, sir.
questions? Do we have a motion to approve that item then?
I made the motion.
All right, do we have a second? Second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, that's unanimous. And Dr. Grimm, you are at the purchase of transportation vehicles.
Yes, when we brought the CIP to you for approval a couple months ago, one of the items you approved was for us to purchase a couple of trucks for the transportation department at $100,000. So we found a couple of trucks locally that it came out to $101,966. So the remaining couple $1,000s will come out of capital projects. So those trucks will replace some vehicles that are currently in our fleet. We'll be able to shuffle some things around, but much needed vehicles. So just asking for your approval for that tonight.
What company locally?
The Ford Fairway.
On a related note, the junkyard across the street from the shop, it's got 6 vehicles in it right now. I saw it about 10 minutes before the meeting. Is anything still getting done about, that was before your time?
Yes, sir.
So I hate to put you off guard here, but just please see that that gets finished.
Yes, sir.
They look bad and they need to go, so.
Okay.
A whole bunch more over there than that.
I have before we vote, because I think that's the last piece with you. Isn't there some paving that just went on at West Pender? Anybody know?
They got a new parking lot.
With the parking lot.
I've had a couple of people that work there tell me that we may want to check about the bus area, that it's not big enough. So I don't know if something was bid wrong or what, but you might want to see about that too.
Okay.
Can you let us know at the next meeting?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I'm sorry for going off on my tangent there. I'm going to ask this before you sat down, because after we're done, before we go back to closed session again, staff needs to go home. I will repeat myself, staff needs to go home. So can you take care of that, Dr. Breedlove, when we go back into closed? We don't need everybody waiting around on us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you.
But otherwise, do we have a motion to approve this last item?
I make a motion to approve the purchase of the trucks from Fairway Ford.
All right. Ms. Hanson has made the motion. Mr. Spivey has seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? And it's unanimous. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Grimm. All right, comments from board members. Ms. Hanson.
Oh, I'm going first? Okay. I just wanted to say thank you to the Pender High School family for having us out to judge the homecoming doors. Ms. Burns and Dr. Breedlove and I went out and did that, and Ms. Burns and I had lunch in the cafeteria, and I've spoken to them. Had a fantastic lunch, and as always, the staff is super friendly and very, very, very nice. And again, happy 50th anniversary to Pender High School. And we had a great time riding in the parade, the only homecoming parade in Pender County. But it's always a good time. And I want to congratulate the Pender High football team on a 7-0 start to the season this year. I'm very proud of those young men. I want to also echo what Dr. Breedlove said, that it is breast cancer awareness. And if our staff is listening, ladies, take care of yourself. And every man has a wife or a mother or a daughter in your life. And it's very important to me as a breast cancer survivor that you get your early screening to take care of yourselves. We're all always taking care of everyone else, but you need to take care of yourself too. So thank you.
All right, Ms. Burns has joined us by phone today. She had to go to another event that was school-related today and has been with us the whole time by phone, multitasking. So, Ms. Burns, do you have any comments for us?
Yes, sir. I wanted to thank Ms. Bates and South Topsail Elementary for inviting me to go on instructional rounds out there a couple of weeks ago. And I just wanted to say that I was impressed by all the information that I was able to gather. And it's always great to look behind the curtain and see exactly all the effort that our teachers put in to instructing our students. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to all. You don't really know how much they put into it, not just during the day, but also all during, sometimes in the evenings, studying new curriculum and trying to get it right. And I'm impressed by them, and I'm appreciative of them. Also, again, congratulations to Pender High on winning their homecoming game. That was a fantastic game. So congratulations, Patriots. And that is all I have today, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Burns. Mr. Spivey, do you have anything for us?
No, I mean, just kind of piggyback off what Beth said. I mean, we do see, behind the curtains at times. We know that this job is not easy, and each one of your roles have its own hurdles to jump through, and we understand it. I had a young lady send me an email about, moral support. Support your team. She also said something about mental health. Let me tell you something. When you start seeing that morale breakdown and that mental health changes, if you're paying attention, you'll see it. I've been in law enforcement for over 15 years, and I've seen just about some of the most unthinkable things you want to see. Check on one another, because at the end of the day, one another is all you're going to have. And, I just want to commend you and thank you for doing what you do. And if you need anything, feel free to email me or get up with me.
All right, Mr. Reeves.
First off, our Airbark comes to all of our meetings. So could y'all come in and introduce yourselves again? Each one of you, come on. Every time I go to a school, that gentleman right there, I can't remember your name, I'm sorry. But you are the most helpful and answers all the questions, and he's so polite.
I'm Matthew Muse, so I'm the operations director here with Airmark. I'm sort of the boots on the ground with our cafeteria managers and staff. Oh, sorry,
my name's Rob Stanton. I'm the general manager with Airmark.
And I'm Grace Mashinsky, the senior district manager with Airmark.
Yeah, y'all do so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See y'all all the time.
They come
It's
to
an
all.
honor.
They come to all of our meetings, and yes, we appreciate it. Really.
And I think y'all all have been quietly encouraging some of your employees to help us out with bus driving, haven't you?
Sure.
We have.
Of course. In
All
any
right.
way we can partner.
All right, well, just,
Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Just see what you can do to help us on it.
And also, I I had an appointment, a emergency appointment out of town today. I missed Miss Bellflower's instructional day today, and I really hated that. She's one of my favorite principals. Every time I get beat up, I go see her, and she just puts a smile back on my face and just reminds me why we're here. I'm sorry I missed it. I really did. I hope I get invited again. Congratulations to our EC teachers, all the EC teachers. That is such a tough job, and they do a great job. I know EC teachers, and you know, they love what they do. And they just do such a great job. I'd like to give a shout out to my Carolina Panthers who beat the Cowboys Sunday. Yes.
They do.
And that's all I got. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reeves. All right, I appreciate everybody coming today. Just, I think our next meeting, for those that count on the second Tuesday of the month, it is Veterans Day, I believe. So we will be meeting on the 18th for next month. So everybody can mark their calendar for that. But otherwise, I appreciate everyone that came today, staff that came and spoke. We have to go into closed session again. I need a couple of people. Ms. Pullen, can you stay for about 30 seconds? We have a question that we need to ask you about. And Dr. Grimm, the same thing, just for one moment. But the rest of you, go home, as we said before.
Enjoy your family.
We have nothing else here to ask you about. Do not wait on us. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go home.
Enjoy your family.
So, Mr. McPherson, we've already made the motion. We just simply need to, so we need to recess this public part of the meeting, or just take a break. Yep. All right, so we will be back to adjourn the meeting after the closed session. Thank you. All right, we are back from closed session, and we have no items to vote on from that. With that, do we have a motion for adjournment?
Make the motion.
Mr. Spivey has made a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Ms. Hanson has made a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That is unanimous. Thank you.